Safe Harbor is a place of safety for women who find themselves in abusive relationships.
It's a place where you can find refuge. It's a place where you can get counseling. It's a place where you can start a whole new life.
Yeah, it's a roof, and yeah, it's walls, and that's all wonderful and essential. But it's the emotional support, it's the heart of the place, it's the soul that says, come, you're welcome here. Come, it's going to be not just all right. We're going to help it be more than all right.
Safe Harbor helps you to get an emergency hearing for order of protection so that you don't have to go home without that order of protection.
When they get that order of protection, it is a piece of paper. It certainly is a piece of paper, but it's a piece of paper that means something. And what it means is that she or he has had the courage to speak out in court about their abuse, maybe for the first time, and to say, I'm not going to accept this any longer.
And here at Safe Harbor, we get it. We understand what abuse is. We understand how hard it is to come out. We also understand that the first time you come out may not be the last time that you come out. So we are here in Safe Harbor. Lots of people know about Safe Harbor, and for so long we've just been known as being just a shelter.
The heart of our mission for Safe Harbor is to assist any victim of domestic violence in the 4 counties that we serve, and as much as we can, their families, their children. But also to make effective change in the way our community responds to domestic violence.
I think about this place as life-saving. I think of safety. I think of encouragement, support. I don't know where I would be without Safe Harbor.
I needed to be here so that I could heal. And I needed to be here so that I could be safe. And I needed to be here so that I broke that control, or broke that control that he had over me.
My first memory as a child, 3.5 years old, was my father pinning my mother to the ground and beating the unholy hell out of her.
I grew up thinking if I can just do this, if I could just change, if I could be good, if I can be better, if I can be more understanding.
Domestic violence is anything that causes you to be afraid in your own home or your own life. Anything.
I know for so many years I was living my life just hanging on. It's almost like when you're in an abusive relationship, you kind of hold your breath in the sense of, I can make it, hopefully I can make it one more day. You're just, it's so many things that cause you to almost, the only way I can describe it is almost like you're holding your breath. And once I came to Safe Harbor, it was like I finally started to breathe. And it was a breath of fresh air.
Safe Harbor is a breath of fresh air because I was able to live again and become who I know I am.
Safe Harbor is a breath of fresh air because it is the very oxygen of life. There are women, there are some men, there are children living in homes full of oxygen, and yet they're suffocating under that violence. They're suffocating, they're drowning in it. I'm one of them. And I made the choice to surface. Really, to surface, go toward the oxygen, go toward, in my case, it was an aunt who had her arms open. In this community's case, we have perfect strangers who are some of the finest people I know, and their arms are open to you at 3:30 in the morning. Call the number, get your children, gather your underwear, and go. And if it's going to cost you more violence to get your underwear, take what you got on your back and go. It's the most wonderful act of faith that I believe a human being in that situation can commit on his or her own behalf and on behalf of the children.